The celebrated French film director Agnès Varda has died at the age of 90. She was a pioneering figure in the new wave cinema of the 1960s. Hugh Schofield has been looking back at her career.
Small of stature with her distinct two-tone page boy cut, Agnès Varda was a familiar and much-loved figure in the world of French film for nearly 70 years. Her films didn't send out sparks, but they were tender and human, about the joys of being ordinary. She lived an ordinary, quiet life on a street in southern Paris, and today her fans came to the home to pay tribute.
She represents the first time I felt emotion over a film. I had decided to move to Paris, specifically to the 14th arrondissement. I wanted to be where I could find locations from her films.
She's someone who touched me through her films. She mattered to cinema. She matters to me, and I'm very saddened by her death. I needed to come here to express that.
It was in this same Paris neighbourhood in 1961 that Agnès Varda made her breakthrough film Cléo from 5 to 7, about 2 hours in the life of a young singer. Like many of her films, it played along the borders between documentary and fiction. For this and other works from the period, she became known as one of the leading figures of the French New Wave, alongside François Truffaut, Jean-Luc Godard, and her husband for many years, Jacques Demy.
We pushed them to open their mind to other way of understanding, not always totally logical, not always explaining things, suggesting troubles, suggesting images.
Agnès Varda made her first film at 25 and had just finished her last film when she died.
Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire?
On va faire des images ensemble, mais autrement.
There was international acclaim for her 2017 documentary Faces Places, in which she travelled around France with an artist photographing ordinary people. It was typical of her interest in the lives and feelings of the plain folk.
Honor is not so much what I'm looking for. I look for sharing. I look the feedback, as I say, of audiences. You know, my films have never been blockbuster or whatever, but I know in every country there is a little quantity of people, little or maybe vaguely more than little, that follow my work, and it's good to know, it's good to feel.
A pioneer and a woman who helped shape modern film.
Agnès Varda, who has died at the age of 90.